This video shows how to install a flexible pigtail link for the PC communication cable on bikes equipped with a ThunderMax ECM. Due to the ECM location on certain model motorcycles, access to the communication port of the ThunderMax ECM is difficult or even impossible when the module is mounted on the motorcycle. This includes models such as Dynas, Softail Rockers, XR1200s, and 2002 to 2005 V-Rods. Owners of other model bikes may find this accessory useful when recording live data during a monitor logging session with a PC. This is the ThunderMax PigTail Harness, available from Zippers Performance Products or any ThunderMax dealer. You can purchase the PigTail Harness online from the ThunderMax web store located at shop.thunder-max.com. Here, the PigTail Harness is already installed on our demo bike, a 2008 V-Rod. You can see that the ECM mounts under the passenger seat of the V-Rod. Instead of having to remove the passenger seat to access the communication port on the ThunderMax, simply plug into the pigtail and you're ready to work with the SmartLink software. To install the pigtail harness, you will need to remove the 36-pin connector from the ThunderMax ECM. Anytime you remove the 36-pin connector from the ThunderMax, you should remove the ECM fuse to prevent any electrical spikes. On this V-Rod, the ECM fuse is located in the fuse box under the seat. Remove the 15-amp fuse as shown and set it aside. It is now safe to remove the 36-pin connector. Remove the 36-pin connector by pressing on the tab and gently wiggling it away from the ThunderMax. Do this slowly and carefully to avoid any damage to the green quad seal located inside the connector. Once the connector has been removed, the next step is to remove the clear plastic cover that protects the pins. On both sides of the clear cover are tabs that hold it in place. Using a pointed tool or ballpoint pen, press gently on the tabs to release the cover. Next, open the gray plastic cover on the 36-pin connector. This cover has 3 clips that hold it together like a clamshell. Use a pointed tool or ballpoint pen to pry the clips. Gently pop the 3 clips up to open and expose the pin wires inside. Cut the wire tie that holds the bundle of wires to the connector cover. Inside the connector cover, you will see 36 pin locations. They are numbered on the cover, 1 through 18 on the top and 19 through 36 on the bottom. The locations you want to use for this installation are 16 and 20. Look at location 20. In this location, you will see a blue stopper. Lift the blue stopper using the same pointed tool as before, then pull it out of the location. On certain model motorcycles, there may be a black wire in this location. If you have a black wire in location 20, it will need to be removed. To remove it, turn the connector cover over and lift the black tab that secures the wire pin in place. The pin will release. Push the wire pin back and out. With the black wire removed, insulate the wire and tie it off. Pin 16 is located on the other side of the connector cover. The blue stopper in location 16 will be removed in the same way we removed the location 20 stopper, by gently lifting it and pulling it away. Now you're ready to install the pigtail harness. The pigtail harness consists of 1 red wire, 1 black wire, a communication port, and a ground wire. The red and black wires with the pin terminals are the 2 wires that need to be installed on the 36-pin connector. The red wire from the pigtail goes in location 16. Insert the wire pin until it clicks and is secure. The black wire from the pigtail goes into location 20. Insert the black wire until it clicks and is secure. Tug on the wires gently to be sure they are seated. The pigtail harness is now installed in the 36-pin connector. With the pigtail installed in the 36-pin connector, close the gray connector cover. Keep all of the wires together and away from the cover closures. Make sure none of the wires are pinched. The connector closes securely with the 3 tabs on the side. You will hear it snap when it is shut. The clear pin cover that protects the 36 pins and the connector is directional. It will only go on one way. Slide the clear cover over the pins and firmly press. You will hear it click once it is secured over the pins. With the 36-pin connector reassembled, secure the pigtail and the main wire bundle with a wire tie. This will keep the wires secured to the connector cover and help prevent any stray wires from rubbing or pinching under the seat. Plug the 36-pin connector back into the ThunderMax unit installed on your bike. line up the connector to the ECM and push the connector into place, gently, wiggling slowly. Allow the green seal inside to seat on the ThunderMax. The 15 amp ECM fuse we pulled earlier can be reinstalled at this time. Locate your fuse box on your motorcycle and insert the fuse in the same location you had removed it from. On this V-Rod, the ECM fuse should be reinstalled as shown. The fuse box is placed back in location, secured on a tab under the seat. The final step for the pigtail harness installation is to secure the ground wire from the harness to the motorcycle. The location for the ground wire on your motorcycle may be different, but on our V-Rod, the ground wire will follow the wire harness under the wire trough to the seat stud located on the right of the bike. With the location for the ground determined, the ground wire is cut to length using wire clippers. Strip a 1/4 inch of the wire insulation off at the end, then slide the supplied piece of heat shrink onto the wire. Next, twist the bare wires together and slide the ring terminal onto the exposed wire. Crimp the ring terminal securely in place. Slide the heat shrink over the ring terminal and shrink in place with a heat source such as a heat gun. This will secure the ring terminal and protect the ground wire. With the ring terminal in place, secure the ring to your ground source. This is the location we decided on for our ground on this motorcycle. Be sure to tightly bolt the ring in place when you are finished with your installation. Since you disconnected battery power to the ThunderMax ECM by removing the ECM fuse, you must reinitialize the ThunderMax system. The initialization process is performed by verifying the handlebar switch is in the run position, then cycling the ignition switch on your motorcycle 3 times, with 30 seconds on and 30 seconds off. It is very important to make sure that all power is cycled off each time the ignition switch is turned on and off. If you have accessories on your motorcycle that stay on after the power is turned off, allow extra time to make sure all of the electronics have turned off completely. This concludes the installation of the ThunderMax PigTail Harness. If you have any additional questions or wish to download the PigTail Harness installation instructions, visit www.thunder-max.com.